Hooray for Hollywood! Hello there, I'm Stan the Movie Man. This is your WIMZ.com movie review. This week at WIMZ.com, you voted for me to see The Raven, starring John Cusack, Luke Evans, Alice Eve, and Brendan Gleeson. It is the story of Edgar Allan Poe in the last few days of his life. There is a serial killer going around using his methods from his stories to kill people. It's kind of a challenge to Poe because he wants to see if Poe is up to the challenge. Now, Edgar is in love with Emily, played by Alice Eve, and they are secretly engaged to be married, and they are going to announce it at her birthday ball, hosted at the home of her father, Colonel Hamilton, played by Brendan Gleeson. Unfortunately, the bad guy comes in and kidnaps Emily, and it is up to Poe to figure out clues left on the bodies of people killed in styles like Poe's stories to figure out where Emily is. Joining him in this crusade is Inspector Fields from the police department, played by Luke Evans. I liked the idea of the story. I thought, oh, this could be interesting. Unfortunately, it's not. It's not interesting at all. It is painfully dull. The murders are not particularly interesting. Some are gorier than others, but not terribly interesting. They go through the most visually, interesting murder, which is, of course, the Pit and the Pendulum. That gets done real early, and it's just not interesting. I was afraid they were going to try to turn Poe into some sort of action hero. They don't really, although he's probably more active in this movie than he ever was in his real life. Poe, a raging alcoholic and probably mentally unbalanced, is focused when the story needs him to be, and then crazy when the story needs him to be. It's all just sort of catch as catch can as far as the story goes, and it's not terribly interesting. I really was not the least bit concerned about who the murderer was, and I was glad it was over. I'm giving it 2 guitars. Go to WIMZ.com to read my complete review, as well as to vote on the movie that I see next time. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to send them to me at stanthemovieman@att.net. You can also follow me on Twitter at MovieManStan. Till next time, later.